What is your favourite boutique overdrive pedal? Well, today we're going to be taking a look at 5 of my best overdrive pedals. Overdrive fuzz, distortion that I like and that didn't really make it onto my pedal board build, mostly because the pedals here today are precious to me. Now, stick around to the end and we're going to hear how they all sound, and also we're going to look at a bonus pedal that isn't in the top 5 list and that isn't a drive. Stick around. Although we're going in no particular order, I absolutely had to start with this pedal, and I'm sure everyone who's been following the news here in the UK will agree that this pedal is probably the most important. Right now it is the TateFX Brexit Means Brexit. Now, TateFX brought this out I think around about 2018, but anyway, they're not in service anymore, not in production. I don't think Tate is making them, certainly not by the Brexit Means Brexit name. They may have changed to BMB. It's basically, this pedal is the best rat you've never heard. I don't really like rat pedals, I think they're terrible. But Tate made this so good that I do actually really like them. Now, this is serial number 7. So it's one of the early production ones that he was actually drilling and drawing out the PCBs himself. And I kind of like that. I do advise anyone who likes a rat to go now as fast as you can and try and get hold of one of these, because they're pretty rare. Let's hear how it sounds. We have another amazing handmade pedal, but this time it comes all the way from Canada. This is the True North Effects Tweed Drive. Now, this pedal is fantastic. I'm not sure it sounds so tweedy as in like an old small tweed amp, but it certainly adds that sort of flavour to your sound. And a tweed covering, come on, who could say no to that? Next in today's lineup is a real special one for me, and again I got in there really early. I think this one is number 140 something, or maybe 170. It is of course the R2R Electric treble booster. Now, this is the treble booster that I test every single one of my Rangemasters against, because it is that good. This is the OC44 version, all hand wired, point to point, true point to point, none of this tag board malarkey like I do. These are the actual components soldered point to point, the same way as a magnetone amp would be. It also has a black beauty cap inside and a 6-way tone selector switch, which is fantastic. This one is before Chris, who builds them, was putting the R2R Electric badge on the front of them. I'm really happy I got in there early on this one, and you won't be disappointed if you buy one yourself. Let's hear how it sounds. Next up, we've got a real special pedal. My friend Simon builds these under the name JSA Electric Pedals. Pedals. Anyway, check him out on Instagram. This is the Horse Whisperer. And as you can imagine by the name Horse, it's definitely a clon or thereabouts. So instead of using op amps, Simon, being a crazy guy he is, he's used transistors to make the circuit that op amps make inside this pedal. There's no fewer than 9 transistors inside this bad boy. All done on Vero board. It sounds fantastic. Now, there is a bit of a funny story on this one, because you know, I know people from Liverpool have a, what can we say, a reputation as being thieves here in the UK. And I laugh about that too. However, Simon sent me this pedal just to test it out. And I sent him a picture back, with it on my actual pedal board, saying, what do I need to give you in return for it? Because there was no way in hell I was sending him this pedal back. They are fantastic. Last but not least, we have probably the rarest and the most special out of all the pedals that I own. This was made for me by my friend Todd, who presents the GuitarKnobs podcast. It is, of course, the Fezz Fuzz. So this is kind of a Mark 1 tone bender type deal. It's a soft touch engagement switch, and it's just a fantastic fuzz. It cleans up well, it's not over the top. It's the fuzz for people who don't like fuzz. And come on, it's finished like an orange Fezz. Who wouldn't want that? At the beginning of the video, I alluded to there being one special pedal, an extra pedal, something unusual. Well, it's not a drive pedal, which is unusual for me because I'm obsessed with drive pedals. It is, of course, the T120 from TateFX. Now again, I always say this, I got in there early every single time. This is serial number 77, which for me, I think that's fantastic. This is such a great delay. It has analog drive-through. It does the whole videotape modulation on your delay times. I actually own two of these, and I did have two of them on my board for the longest time. But this one is a little bit old now, and it's a little bit precious to me, so it's been retired from the board. Let's hear how it sounds.